Hello everyone. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and or good night, wherever and whenever you are tuning into this video, wherever you are in the world. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I don't know about you, but I've been going through some big changes, and I have not been able to be as consistent as I would like to be with these videos. As you know, I've moved home, and it's been really amazing, but it's also been really hard to adapt to change and still be on my schedule with my work, obviously as an artist primordially, as well as give you the consistent readings that I love to do. But it will happen, it will pan out, it will get cleared out soon, and I'm still waiting on some internet as well to come through too. The engineer is coming in on Friday, so it's been a bit slow and I'm literally off grid. So, but as you may or may not have known, for those of you who follow me on Instagram, I am an artist. I also travel often as well. And I was recently at my second cousin's wedding, which was beautiful. It was such a delight. It was gorgeous and it was so lovely to be with family again. However, I had suffered the worst heat stroke I've ever experienced. I was sick the majority of the time, and I had to also throw up at the wedding twice. So that was fun. So it's really not itself out of me. But you know, as I know, as a spiritual person, these things do happen for a good reason. You know, when we throw up, we can be overwhelmed, and physically the body is tired. And I've been very tired, you know, with packing and then moving, and you know, so these are big changes. But anyway, I just thought I'd just give you a little intro. I'm back on, and I'm hoping to give you the consistent videos that I love to do once the internet is up and running here in the house in the country. So, what are the energies this week for the collective? What are the energies for the collective this week, please, Spirit? Thank you. What are the energies? I also do hope that all of you are doing well. I hope that you're staying grounded, and I hope that you're doing the right things that you need to do in order to stay safe and sane, have a clear mind, eat lovely foods, and be around people that really uplift you. That's really important, isn't it? Okay, so what's the energy and the messages for this week, please? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, that just fell. Let me just get that. 7 of Cups. So a lot of you this week are going to be feeling maybe a bit confused. This week you could be feeling a bit confused. You could be having lots of ideas and lots of dreams, but I'm getting the feeling it's of the energy of confusion. Also, pay attention that you're not over drinking and not overdoing it like me. That your emotional energies are calibrated, I just heard, and balanced. Lots of cups here, lots of water. There aren't any cups spilt, but you know, the 7 turns into the 8 of Cups, which turns into the 9 of Cups. So the 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment, or your dreams coming true. So there's something that you're dreaming about this week, or you have ideas about something. You want your dreams to come true. And I just did talk about the 9 of Cups, and this is the 9 of Swords. So I feel like there's a step here in between the 7 and 9 that needs to be addressed, and I think that you will get clearer with the next step that you need to take in your life, emotionally, spiritually, romantically, at work. We'll get into it with more cards and more decks as they reveal themselves, okay, with the message. But the sword is up right here with the 9 of Swords. Okay. I just feel that there could be something that you need to pay attention to, that you're missing the point or you're missing the mark on something this week. Okay, let's see what else we need to hear from the collective. Thank you. 5 of Wands. By the way, I'm using the Roman tarot deck. It's not the official title, but the Roman cards. The Five of Wands. So there's some conflict, maybe some conflicts, some challenges. It's interesting because we have water here, we have air energy here, and we have fire energy here. So far, there aren't any major arcanas. So far, what I'm seeing here for this week, these are minor setbacks, these are minor challenges, these are minor issues, these are minor things that are in your sphere at the moment, or these are things that if you got to be careful of minor things, because they can end up being major things. So pay attention to the details is what I would say this week, but also try not to make a mountain out of a molehill. Try not to make a big thing out of small things, small issues. Okay, all right. I will just say also that we are in Saturn return up until October. The time of this reading, it is the end of June almost. And Saturn retrograde. Saturn in retrograde can really kick butt. So Saturn in retrograde is basically all about making sure that you're paying your taxes, making sure that you're fulfilling your tasks and your duties. Okay. And so these are things like, for example, that right now that you're dreaming about, or the things that you might be a little bit confused about, make that clear now before it hits you hard at a later date that you may regret, is what I'm picking up on. Okay. But the Five of Wands does talk about a few challenges here. These could be people around you. So far there aren't any signifiers, and now we do have two signifiers here. We have Re di Bastoni with the King of Wands here. Re di Denari with the King of Pentacles here. Okay, so now we're getting more of the story. And then we have another five. So we have the Five of Pentacles, and then we have the Four of Cups. Okay, interesting. I'm going to put the Four of Cups over here. The Four of Cups is saying to stay balanced, but also there is something to celebrate here. I would say this could involve a home. Number four in numerology does talk about a firm foundation, something that is solid, something that is stable. And with the information that I brought out here at the beginning about something that may be a bit confusing, you might have dreams about something that may need to be grounded, or you may be missing a step before you get to that dream fulfillment, that wish fulfillment that you're wanting. I feel like it is involving an element of stability in your life this week. Could be this week, could be the next few weeks. But that's what I'm seeing here. I also just need to put something on my beautiful table, because I don't want it to get ruined. Let me just see if there's something that I can place. Let me just place this. Okay. Right. So, yeah. So what I'm seeing here is this has definitely got to do with something creative. This thing that you are desiring, this thing that you have an idea about, this thing that could also involve the internet here with the Swords energy, possibly. Swords energy here, is involving a creative project and is involving a creative element in your career. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to be an artist, like myself, for example, in order to feel like this resonates. It's also about having a bit more of a creative approach in your career in order to gain the finances that you need and that stability that you need. Can include a foundation, a home, or something that you could eventually be celebrating, I would say, in the near future. So what I'm seeing here is there are two kings here. For me, this is saying that you as a collective, we, because I'm part of Abstract Medicine Collective, is that what we need to do right now this week is to have a dream, yes, maybe not to penny pinch too much, but to have a plan to take the necessary steps that we need to take. Remember that we are in Saturn in retrograde up until October. So I would say take the necessary steps that you need to take between now and October to fulfill that creative project or creative dream in order to create more financial stability in your life so that you're able to be in this energy, feeling accomplished, feeling like you are empowered, feeling you are in charge, feeling that you are the boss of your creative pursuits, your creative passions, your desires, as well as feeling empowered and the boss and in charge and control of your finances. Okay, so with the Five of Pentacles here, I would say that there is something that could be missed or a miss here. With the Five of Wands here and the Five of Pentacles, this is giving me the energy of something that is a miss. Again, this is something, generally speaking, there is a lack of focus on something. So let's just see what else. And there we have the Nine of Cups. So no surprise, we started off with the Seven of Cups and we're ending this section of the reading with the Nine of Cups. So again, there is a slight lack of focus here, which needs to be addressed. Okay, in order to get the foundation, the stability, your feeling of being in celebratory energy, and your feeling of being like you've fulfilled your emotional accomplishments, and you're feeling like you've had your dreams met and fulfilled. Okay, so you could also be dealing with someone who could be a boss, or this could also involve someone in your career who could actually give you the spark that you need in order to give you that kick up the bum, in order to fulfill that wish fulfillment involving a creative task, creative element of your career. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Cups. So that is the step that needs to be taken. Okay. I just want to, I'm just going to leave that there for the moment. I just want to, I kind of want to get a little booklet actually. Let me just get the booklet a second. Okay. So we're just going to have a look at the Nine of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the Five of Cups, as well as the Nine of, maybe not the Nine of Cups, but the Eight of Cups. Okay. So I do also feel like there is an element of course, patience that is involved here, and that needs to be involved. And I would say with these Pentacles energies, this does talk about the physical world, of course. So it's kind of like implementing something that's abstract, an idea that is abstract, a desire, a wish that is abstract, a creative idea, even like a hobby, and turning that into a viable business. Okay, I hope this is making sense to all of you. So let's have a look at the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords talks about someone who is suffering in silence. Okay, so I feel like for a lot of us in the abstract medicine community, we are mentally suffering in silence, and I feel like there could be a little bit of a, need to do what you need to do in order to have your mental health in check. So if you need to talk to a counsellor or even a mentor in your line of work, if you have like a career mentor or someone like that, or even a father figure, or someone who you can go to get counsel, this would be a good idea to do that. You can also find that through books, maybe through a writer as well who does or who has ascended to a level of their career that is similar to your line of work, who you can get some guidance from as well, I would say. But the Nine of Swords is someone who is suffering in silence. It can also denote, of course, completions, endings. But anyway, you're finally ready to let go of those limiting negative beliefs. Or are you allowing the issues in your life to become bigger than they really are? So that's exactly what I said at the very beginning. Don't allow these small minor things to be big things. Don't allow small niggling irritances to be a huge thing. Don't allow or turn a major don't turn something into a mountain out of a molehill, out of a small thing. Okay, your mind has been doing quite a job on you lately, and even your dreams may be trying to get your attention. When you learn to let go of the worry, despair, and sense of hopelessness, a positive new way or path will be shown to you. The card follows trapped in fear. The number 8 is the mental card. So we have an 8 here, but this is not the 8 of Swords. This is 8 of Swords here, and this is the 8 of Cups. So anyway, this is a reminder to take action and trust that your soul and the power of your spirit will grasp you firmly by the hand and guide you. But you must take the first step towards healing and let go of the mental distress. Okay, so don't suffer in silence, reach out for the help that's available. And that's exactly what I was mentioning, okay? Now let's have a look at this 5 of Wands here. Let's have a look at this 5 of Wands. Okay, so the Wands energy talks about the spirit, can also talk about spiritual practices, spiritual endeavors, also talks about fire as well, gumption, energy, desire, passions. So usually the 5 turns into the 6, which turns into the 7. The 7 of Wands talks about being assertive and standing your ground. The 6 of Wands talks about, having victory, fulfilled, and successes. But the 5 of Wands, as I mentioned at the beginning, does talk about some challenges, some conflict. Can also, of course, talk about obstacles and challenges that need to be overcome. So you could be experiencing some challenges that need to be overcome this week, Abstract Medicine Collective, dear ones. So this card represents the obstacles, power struggles, and challenges that you must face in order to overcome them. This could be a difficult period to get through, but it's not impossible. If you open your mind and see the bigger picture of how something went wrong, don't get caught up in it. Just pause and stand back for clarity. Observe where adjustments are required or which decisions may need to be changed to enable you to move forward to a positive direction rather. So again, get clear, get focused, and don't fall on minor setbacks, I would say, as well. I feel because we have minor arcanas here, I feel like these are minor issues that are sort of like becoming a big deal in your head, okay? And trust me, I've been feeling it too, and I feel this too. Right now, I feel this too, okay? So, again, like, I'm not detached from you, you're not detached from me, we're experiencing the same things. Space and time are a complete illusion. Literally, I've been reading Stephen Hawking's book on time travel and space and time. It's another book I'm reading of his, and it's just wonderful, and it just helps to get my mind clear and have further perspective. Of course, I'm a spiritual person, but I'm also a very fairly grounded person, but I also absolutely love physics and metaphysics as well. And so, like, what I was saying about finding a mentor or a writer who can give you guidance and clarity, like this example that I'm giving about Stephen Hawking could also be an example for you, maybe him or another writer that you can get some clarity. Okay. But anyway, yes, so life really is all about learning. So don't play the victim. Take the knowledge you've gained from this experience so that you can apply it to similar situations in the future. This card often comes forth when competition is around you, whether it's in your personal or business life. I would personally say that I would bet a lot of you are being really hard on yourselves, okay? And I have deep compassion for all of you who are feeling this right now. Just see yourself as your own friend and not feel like you're in competition with yourself, or feeling like you need to be in competition with any other person. This also does talk about social media. I did talk about the internet just briefly with the swords energy here. You could also be comparing yourself to other people online and seeing these people that have really stepped up in their career, bossed up, so to speak. And it's a necessary lesson right now for you to step back away from social media, possibly take a time out, take a breather, and actually just deal with your own crap right now. Okay, deal with your own things, your minor issues that don't turn into a big issue down the line, or even later down the year, at the end of the year. Take care of your own needs, take care of your own space, time, and your emotional fulfillment. Write it down. Write down a list of the things that you desire and wish for. And trust me, manifestation power is so key, it's so strong, and it's so real. And it's happened to me. Story time. Basically, as I've been unpacking the house, I've been coming across some notes. Notes that I've found in boxes, notes that I found in books that I've written myself. And these notes involved like a few little drawings. I even found an embroidered cushion that I embroidered like years ago. And a lot of these notes were written in between 2018 and 2020. And I'm sure I will continue to find more of these notes. And it involved my dream home. And I am now living in my dream home. And basically what I had written down, which I completely forgot about, and this is the key to manifestation, is you write something down. You write what you desire. You write what you're dreaming about, 7 of Cups. You write what you're fantasizing about. There could even be a dream that you even have that you can turn into reality. And this is also messages from the universe, from spirit as well. So pay attention to your dreams. So this dream that I had was the dream of fulfilling a lovely home for myself that will eventually turn into having a family and children in this house. And basically, I've been finding these notes all about that. And it's uncanny, it's unreal how accurate these things that I've written about have come true. Even the embroidered cushion that I had embroidered was of a house. Okay, it was of a house. It wasn't any kind of just ordinary house. It was a kind of weird looking house, even down to the colour of the doors. Okay, I kid you not, this house is a weird looking house. It's a very unique house, and the colour of the doors were exactly the same colour of the doors that I had stitched. They were a teal green. I'm not a major fan of teal green, but I will tell you now that the colour of this door of this house is teal green, and the colour of my embroidered house on this cushion that I'd embroidered in 2018 or 2019 is a teal green. Some of you might think it's coincidence, but I beg to differ, because there are just too many of these coincidences in my life that have occurred in my life that are just too accurate. Okay, so go and write it down. Universe is telling you is giving you that niggling feeling, I would say, also to pursue the thing that you want to do and have that foundation that you want as well. And I know it's hard. Trust me, I've been there. It never ends. This is a life lesson. This is just the beauty of the human experience, that there are lots of trials and tribulations, but we are all on the human and hero's journey, all of us. Okay, but I guarantee you, this 5 of Wands, this obstacle right now that you're experiencing, is minor in contrast to the amazing successes and victory and celebration and stability and wish fulfillment that are on the other end of this pain. I guarantee it. You'll also look back on this time in your life and go, wow, So I would encourage you to write about it. I would encourage you to paint about it. I would encourage you to draw about it. I would encourage you to get creative about it. Maybe do a little sketch, a little drawing, a little like comic thing, or I don't know. Just do whatever it is that you feel creative, that makes you like get it out of your system somehow, and then put it somewhere, forget about it, and then you'll come back to it and go, whoa, this is literally the power of the law of attraction. I've called this into being. So go and do that now, I would say. Go and do that after this video, okay? And report back to me. So let's have a look at this 5 of Pentacles. Let's have a look at this 5 of Pentacles. So the 5 of Pentacles obviously is all about the physical world. Yeah. The physical world is a tough world to live in for most of us. Especially for those of you who are creative, it can be hard. And of course, the 5 of Pentacles does talk about material and financial changes. Okay, so the number 5, the physical card, the 5 Pentacles, represents changes, challenges, and losses. And I did talk about a loss earlier. Okay, so you could be feeling or experiencing a slight financial loss or a big financial loss. To be honest, I don't see a big financial loss here. I'm seeing like minor financial losses. What I am seeing is major financial gains. And I am also seeing this does involve something that you love to do. So your career involves something that you love and that you enjoy and that you have a lot of passion and drive for. And I would say that you are going to be in a position of power and control of your finances, and you will have abundance. But right now, this week, I would say it's a bit of a challenge. Finances are a challenge. You may be losing some of the things around you, but you must acknowledge and know that besides existing as a physical being, you are an incredible and resourceful spiritual entity. Use your powerful energy, your powerful forces within to help you through this difficult period. Everything changes for a reason, and this time isn't meant to be a punishment. So I would also say, as I mentioned at the very beginning or halfway through, I also said that you are maybe being hard on yourself, and you are maybe telling yourself that you should be in a better position in your life right now, that you should be in a higher, place in your career, or whatever it may be. Or you could even be competing against. You could be feeling like you're mentally competing against other people. And I would say that you need to stop this. You need to stop feeling like you are in competition with anyone else and stop comparing yourself to other people. But anyway, there is something here with the 5 of Pentacles where you are needing to stop punishing yourself as well for the choices that you have made. Okay, let it go and start making even better choices, possibly. Better choices being around people that support you, being around people that uplift you, being around people that, expand you, amplify you, listening to good music, listening to good, great advice from mentors, dead or alive, and start to really put yourself in a position of abundance mentally. Start training yourself, however difficult that may be. I have this little card over there, and it says, everything I desire is already mine. And just little kind of affirmations like that around the house or around your flat or in your room or whatever it is, just help you to mentally kind of reboot, even without you even realizing it. Okay, and I'm not here to like tell you off or anything. I'm just here to guide you, and I really want you to make sure that you are keeping an eye on your mental health and that you're doing the best thing for your mental health. Okay, so everything changes for a reason, and this time isn't meant to be a punishment. Know that your current conditions will transform for the better. A positive question to ask yourself now is, what did I learn from this and how can I avoid it in the future? Let me just adjust the camera 1 second because I feel like it's kind of doing funny things. Okay, never mind. I'll fix it later. Yeah, so what did I learn from this and how can I avoid it in the future? And I would say making better choices. Remember that there are lessons to be understood in everything anyway. It's up to you and you alone to decide how long it will take for you to learn them. And I would say it's up to you for how long it would take for you to let them go. Okay? Right, now we have, we were going to talk about the Eight of Cups, weren't we? So the Eight of Cups. So of course the Cups energy is all about emotions. It's all about the psyche as well. It's all about romance and love. Okay. So you could be experiencing right now a feeling of loss. I'm not seeing any kind of heartbreak energy, but you might be reminded of a heartbreak. Or yeah, weird actually, because last night we're talking about dreams here with the Seven of Cups. Last night I had a dream of someone who I guess was a situationship, wasn't really an ex, but he popped into my dream and I literally thought I'd forgotten about him, to be honest. I forgot about him, and he popped into my dream, and you know, I could have wallowed in that feeling the whole day. I ended up just working on a new painting because I have to, because it's Saturn in retrograde, and also because I have these commitments that I need to fulfill, and Saturn is busting my ass right now. And I've got to do these things. I've got to fulfill these commitments. Okay. And anyway, so yeah, this ex turned up in my dream last night. Maybe he's thinking about me. Maybe he's feeling that loss. I don't know. And frankly, I don't care. There's a reason why he's no longer in my life, out of my choosing. I believe I deserve a lot, much better. Okay. So what kind of situation in your life are you experiencing that's kind of similar to that right now? Maybe. Is there a reminder? Is there a dream that you've had recently that could be about that? I don't know. Let me just put that there, and then yeah. You know, again, and you know, this could be an ex as well. This could be someone who may not have wanted to commit here with Il Papa. You know, this could have been someone who, let's actually leave these out because I feel like this is part of the story. This could be someone who may not have wanted to commit. This could have been someone who found their greener grass, or their, you know, the grass is greener concept themselves somewhere else. And they could themselves be saying to themselves, oh gosh, or thinking, actually, the grass was not greener. I was better off before with so-and-so, as in with Abstract Medicine Collective person. Okay. I do feel like this person could also be keeping an eye on you, this ex-person or this person you were in a situationship with. The fact that I had this dream last night is no coincidence with the Seven of Cups, and I talked about a dream, and also a slight energy of love involved here. I feel like there could be someone who may have been non-committal, and I would say with Cavalli di Spade, someone who was in and out of your life, you know, a knight that would come in and out of your life, someone who was non-committal, someone who was not interested in having a relationship with you. Okay, so in this video I've had 3 interruptions already due to my storage being overloaded, and these are the kind of minor setbacks that can irritate one, but you know, I do my best, clear the storage, start again with the video. But anyway, that's kind of the energy that I feel that you'll be experiencing this week as well. Maybe something similar. This person also with Cavalli di Spada, there could be someone who could be slightly younger than you as well, or has a slightly immature energy, or just doesn't have the same alignment as you when it comes to wanting the same things, desiring the same things, dreaming the same dream. Okay, they're just, I don't feel like they are compatible enough. I wanted to read something about the what else did I want to read about? Yeah, the Eight of Cups. So anyway, this person may have moved away from you or withdrawn their energy from you, because the Eight of Cups does talk about withdrawal. So this card represents moving away or withdrawing from a current situation in your life, whether it's an old love or a relationship, as I mentioned before, or leaving behind what was once familiar in search of a new horizon or beginnings. On a physical level, it's easy to get caught up in the materialistic world, but it's just as important to retreat from the outside world to enable you to pause, reflect, and heal. Schedule some alone time so you can commune with your soul and give the power of spirit the opportunity to restore your energy level, giving you the vitality to move forward in a positive direction. Yes, so we did talk about that. And the number 8 represents infinity, as we know, so what goes around comes around. The energy that you put into something, especially when you manifest, will come back to you. I will say that again. The energy that you put into something, especially when it comes to manifestation, it will come back to you. So go and plant those seeds and reap what you will sow in the near future or in the future to come. Okay, so the number 8 represents infinity, passion, control, and power. This is your time. Use this opportunity to tap into your heart and soul in order to find the courage and strength to continue your journey into that wonderful undiscovered territory. And I did talk about the hero's journey. It can be challenging. There may be challenges that you are experiencing right now, whether it's financial or otherwise, whether it's a relationship or non-existent relationship. This could be a challenge for you, especially if you're going solo on things, solo on a new journey, a new horizon. It's hard, but I feel there's an energy of the strength card here that is needed, so having that inner strength. Okay, also really start to commit to something religiously, and I would say start to commit to really looking after yourself in a way that you didn't used to before. Maybe start a new ritual that you didn't used to before, whether that ritual be writing down these notes that you're wanting to manifest, putting them in a book, finding them in the a year later, a few years later, whatever it is, or doing an exercise practice or something like that, or just whatever it is. I feel like there's a need here. This is the major arcana with Il Papa. There is a major need here to commit to something religiously, maybe even go to church for those of you who are religious, or go to temple or whatever, go to a shrine, and maybe find a group of people, a community, or even a new group of people or a new community, a new family, even friends that feel like family to you as well, that really help you shine, is what I just heard. Okay, let's have a look at this 8 of Cups. Yeah, and look, now we have all the major arcanas now. Look, beautiful, 3 cards. Okay, so I would say for those of you this week who are reflecting on someone who has withdrawn the energy from you, this person has had held back the energy here with La Peso. But I also would say that there is no strong desire to really focus on your romantic relationships for those of you who are single at this time, or for those of you who do not have a person of interest, a POV, a significant other. Focus on your mental health right now, especially this week. Focus on what brings you joy. Focus on what you want to create, what you want to desire, what you want to manifest that you desire. Okay, focus on that. Focus on your spiritual health as well, and focus on your friendships, I would say too, with the 4 of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles, your home, what looks like home to you with these people, these friends, literally a physical home as well. Like, really think about building your finances enough so that you have that stability and that place of solace and security. That's really important. It's really hard when you are you yourself, me, I, one, is doesn't have a firm footing. It's very hard to lose sight and to be around people that can bring about a false sense of security or a false fun. These people can also be toxic. So I know it's really hard, and believe me, I've done it. I've couch surfed. I haven't had a firm foundation for me sometimes at times, and then I've also had a really strong foundation for me at times as well. And now at the time of this reading, I'm talking to you from a place of a firm foundation, even though it's scary as fuck. Owning my own house on my own is not something that should be taken lightly. I'm very proud of my achievements, of course, but I'm also thinking about all the little things that need to be accomplished, all the things, all the money that I've put into this home, my work, my career, and I just know that I need to be patient, hold back from any fire, meditate even, see things from a different perspective, and just chill, because everything is going to be right as rain with La Giustizia. Everything is going to be working out just right. Everything is going to be balancing itself right. And remember, when I spoke about the manifestation energy, whatever you reap, you shall sow. Whatever you put in with the energy of cause and effect, it comes back to you. Of course it does. And we talked about metaphysics and physics. Cause and effect is a physical law, and it's true. And if you want to take it into the spiritual realm, it is true as well. So whatever you put into something, you do retrieve it back. It comes back to you. And I feel like someone is definitely getting their just rewards met, whether they be pretty, beautiful, ugly, whatever. Whoever had done you dirty, or whoever had withdrawn that energy from you, or whoever who had didn't want to commit, it was for a good reason. It was for a good reason. You know, the cause may have been superficial, the cause may have been artificial, the cause may have been just some fun play. The effect of it on you, of course, has been very hard to deal with. The effect on you has also, of course, been not easy. The effect of you may have also been in a position right now, or even this week, you may be choosing to really reflect on this situation and make better choices using better judgment with who you want to have a situation with, romantic, sexually. And maybe this is the right time to do that right now, to avoid being distracted by the internet, social media, and actually taking time to reflect on, okay, how can I do this differently now? So that I can have a better cause and effect, let's say. Because remember, at the end of the day, there is a lot of choices that we do make, and we have to hold ourselves accountable for that too. But I also would say not to feel like you are completely on your own and that you're hanging upside down with just one leg like that. You're not. You have your spirit team around you, you have good friends around you, you've got good people, you've got good mentors around you that will help you and support you. You've got a great counselor here with Il Papa. This could be someone in your community who could be someone of importance, or someone who has a lot of power, or in a positive way, who you can really talk to for guidance. And I feel like you know who that person is. We also have Il Carro here. So Il Carro is a chariot, and I'll talk about the astrology in a minute, but I feel like whatever has been a bit slow and has been slow with picking up the pace, financially speaking, just don't sweat the small stuff right now, at least this week. Commit to your goals, okay? Commit to your goals. Have a steady mind. Stay focused, stay clear. Do whatever ritual, whatever thing you need to do in order to make sure that your mind isn't getting distracted and hurting yourself, your spirit, okay? And just know that something is going to be picking up its pace very soon. I would say almost definitely finances are going to be picking up the pace very soon. I would also say that there's also going to be a commitment, romantically speaking, that is going to be picking up its pace soon. For those of you who are single, I don't feel like you're going to be single for very much longer. I do know that it's been very hard, But I don't feel like, for those of you who are wanting a relationship and a partnership, I feel like there is someone coming. I can't say exactly who this person is right now in this reading. But of course, if you would like a personal reading on that, please let me know and I will do my best to guide you, as I always do. But I do feel like there is someone here who, romantically speaking, has their stuff together, has their finances together, is also someone who is in a position of power. For those of you who are feminines and are attracting a masculine energy, this masculine energy is very in charge, very passionate, very in control, very forthright, very in their masculine power and their masculine positive power, I would say. And this person also likes to reciprocate their energy. This masculine also likes a give and take. They also are very good with compromising. This person or you yourselves could be a Libra energy. This person or you yourself could be a Pisces energy. This person or you yourself could be a Cancer energy. This person or you yourself could be a Taurus energy. And I would say that this person could also be a Sagittarius energy, maybe even a Leo, or even an Aries, or even a Capricorn, Virgo as well. So those are the signs that I've picked up on. But they could also have these very predominantly in their chart. But either way, the energy is of someone who is incredibly stable, someone who also likes to show their love through physical touch as well. Someone who loves great food, loves, the luxury things, loves fine things, loves, they like to dress nicely. This person may also have a manicure, I've just heard a manicured beard, for those of you who are into that, or likes to wear nice hats, or has a moustache and has really nice shoes. Anyway, I feel like this person, you could also be meeting your romantic interest, for those of you who haven't met your person yet, in a place of work, at a function, involving your career somehow. Okay. But anyway, I also feel like this person is mature for their age, or this person could also even be older than you. We have the Four of Wands here. We have the Four of Wands here. So, sorry about that. So, Wands energy is obviously spirit, high spirit. And, the Four of Wands is, of course, marriage. It's the wedding ceremony. And I've just been to wedding ceremony, and I'll tell you something, it was absolutely beautiful. It was really beautiful. It was lovely. It made me have hope. I also caught the bouquet as well. Technically, I caught it. There was a guy that came in and picked up the bouquet that I was literally picking up. There was no one else around me. This guy picked up the bouquet, took it away from me, and gave it to his girlfriend. And so the DJ was like, "We're gonna have to start all over again." But I thought it was quite funny, because all of the single ladies were called to be in the middle, and there are only like me and I think another 6 of us in the middle. And this girl who was given her bouquet by her boyfriend was not in the middle. She did not want to be involved. She was obviously not single as well. But anyway, I do see that there is a wedding here, and there will be something to celebrate very soon. And we have another 5. Okay, so we have 5, 5. We have 5 and 5. So 50. We have 5, 5, and 5. Okay, interesting. So 5, 5, 5. Okay, so what's happening for you this week, and I would say this month, and I would say up until the end of October, but just because of the nature of Saturn in retrograde, is you're all, Abstract Medicine Collective, me included, we're all going through major changes right now. I would say these are big, happy changes, just like the romance or the angel cards from Doreen Virtue talk about. And we also have another 8 here. So we have 88, so finances, whatever you are reaping, you will sow soon. There are things that need to be planted, seeds that need to be planted right now, this week, for you to see the fruits of your labour by the end of this year, I would say, because October is harvest season as well, I will say. You could also be meeting someone in October as well, autumn period too. 555, pay attention to those numbers, 44, and also 88. Okay? And look at that. Bottom of the deck, we have Gli Amanti. So we have the lovers here. Let me just show you. Beautiful. So almost certainly, almost definitely, a lot of you who are single right now are going to be in a partnership by the end of the year. So congratulations. I will just say that now, and let's manifest that now. Yeah. Right now, though, focus on your career, focus on your passions, focus on what helps you to stay grounded. That's really important right now, Abstract Medicine Collective. I also would say that for a lot of you who are working solo, you will be attracting a partnership in your workplace, so a career partner who you could be working on a creative endeavour in as well by the end of this year, which is beautiful. And for a lot of you, of course, you're healing heartbreak, you're healing difficult times. Let's just see what else there is. Let's see why this is happening. Okay, let's see why this is happening. All these minor setbacks and minor challenges. We're using the past life cards here. Why is this happening, Spirit? This is happening because you've experienced these moments before from during the Greco-Roman period. For a lot of you, you know, it's interesting because I'm using the Roman cards, and you know, we have the Greek and Roman card here. And I know a good friend of mine is in love with Greece, and she knows who she is if she's listening to this video. So this card will be significant for her in the Abstract Medicine Collective. So, you know, we have Greece here, we have possibly Rome as well. But these things are happening, these minor things are happening, I would say, for you in order to create your own personal temple, your own personal shrine. But also Greece and Rome are periods where you have lived and experienced before in another lifetime. This could also be a good time this week for you to reflect and meditate and do a past life regression on yourself, which you can do on your own through meditation and through listening to music. You can, of course, call on me to do that. But of course, you can also find a few good ones on YouTube as well. I wouldn't suggest who. I feel like you need to resonate with your own search on that. What else? We have trees. Again, another card on foundations. So this does also talk about family. You know, your own family, growing a family, having a rooted foundation, feeling like you belong, feeling stable. A lot of whatever you're experiencing this week that is minor setbacks does involve a foundation and your stability. I also would say this involves a community of people that you feel are also part of your soul group. For those, you know, the soul group who also has a connection with Greece or Rome, or ancient temples in particular, or for those soul family that you are calling in as you are doing your manifestation ritual this week, who you really feel like they are family to you, a community with the papa and the trees. Let's get 2 more. So that's why these things are happening. Again, you know, this could be a literal baby. You could literally be having a baby this week, and it's scary. This is a big life change, but you know, this is a new beginning. Babies are all about new beginnings, a new journey. So start a new ritual, start a new hobby, start a new task, start a new way of doing things, start your day in a new way, in a different way than you would normally, I would say as well. And a lot of these things are happening, a lot of these minor setbacks are happening as tests, I would say, last few tweaks on your journey towards your new beginning, for those of you who have not fully stepped into your new beginning just yet. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Beautiful. You know, it takes a village to raise a child as well, a baby. And again, I did talk about, you know, make sure that people who you surround yourself with as well are raising you well as well, even into adulthood. It doesn't matter how old you are. People who are around you represent and reflect who you are as well. So make sure the people who are around you are positive reflections of that and are different. I'm giggling because I'm literally in the countryside. And we have farm, and I just passed a cow today, munching on some grass. I mean, the cow didn't walk past me, I passed it in the field. But anyway, farm. So, you know, we have a farm here, and for a lot of you, these things are happening to you this week, so that maybe you take a step back in nature, take a step back to be in nature, maybe to go to a farm. Okay. And the bottom of the deck we have knighthood, which is interesting because we had the Knight of Swords here and the knighthood energy here. So I would say that this previous person who you were dealing with from your past, who had withdrawn their energy, so this person that you were dealing with from your past who withdrew their energy from you because they didn't want a romantic relationship with you that was solid and an actual relationship that was rooted on stability and a possibility for something in the future. This person was part of your karma. You had to learn a lesson in this life because this person had been in your life before. You were lovers before. You were in a relationship or a romantic entanglement before, I would say. But this person had to leave and exit your life, whether they withdrew their energy or whether you withdrew your energy, it doesn't matter. This person in your past was not part of your next journey. I would say the person who is coming into your life is and are part of your karma, but I would say this person is going to be for the long run. Okay, so that's what I would say here. And here at the bottom of the deck we have spirituality and religion. So maybe this person is not part of the same religious creed or doctrine or ethos, and you're now attracting someone who is, you know, we have La Justicia here, so it's like for like energy. So that's beautiful. And then we have scribe or writer here. So I did talk about a writer, a book. You yourselves could actually even be thinking about writing a book, literally speaking. And so this is your hint from the universe to go ahead and pursue it. Have faith in the universe. I also did a video which was cut off where I spoke about spirituality and religion and a scribe and or writer. So you could literally be writing a book as well. We did talk about a mentor here. But you could also be attracting, and I feel like that's even almost a certainty, because I feel like you are attracting a like-minded individual who feels or at least follows the same ideas or doctrine or even faith or spiritual practice as you do. They could also be part of the same spiritual community or something like that. But they are fast approaching. We have double Cancer energy here. The two cards that I pulled out was Aquarius energy and Cancer. And so we have Le Stelle, which is also all about thinking outside of the box and having that dream and believing in miracles as well. It's not so far away and so distant in the future that it may not necessarily happen. So believe and have a dream a dream. We have Il Carro here, which is also, of course, you know, the chariot, but it's also spacey because it's the Nathan Never deck. It's all about sci-fi and futuristic ideas. So do believe, do desire, do dream upon the future, because I do feel like you are entering a new future, a new beginning that does involve having ties with a community for the future, planning, and a legacy. So that's all I have for you, Abstract Medicine Collective. I hope you found this reading helpful and supportive. Please do let me know if you would like a private reading, you know where to find me, and if you would like to donate to the channel, please do. All the information is in the description box, PayPal link below. Thank you so much. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now.